Hey guys, so this week's vlog we're talking about fitness challenges. So you guys know my past, kind of how I was doing really well with Gabe, and then had a friend say, you can try different things, and so I went on this whole downward spiral. You can ask my husband. Basically, I was on Google kind of every other day trying to figure out what was I could try and what was different. So let me save you the heartache and just tell you that unfortunately, there is no quick fix. Basically, you did not put on the weight overnight and you're not going to get it off overnight. There are, some different things out there that tell you you can lose 15 pounds in, 5 days. But the fact of the matter is that, yeah, you may be on a juice cleanse. You may be doing like a detox type of thing where you're not eating. And so that may work for a really special event. But pretty much as soon as you start eating normally again, you're going to put that weight back on, and sometimes plus more than what you had prior to going on the cleanse. So the best way to do this is, of course, to just go at a slow and steady pace. I mean, I'm 3 years into my fitness goals, and I'm still not exactly where I want to be. I still have days where I get on the scale and I hate it. I mean, that's just how it goes. And yes, women are a lot more crazy about this than men are. And it's a lot easier for men to lose in areas that it takes women to lose longer for. So you just gotta hate them for their genetics in that regard. But when it comes to plateaus, what I have realized and what I teach my clients and what Gabe has pounded in my head over these past 3 years is that a plateau is not always a plateau. And what I mean by that is the scale is a crazy, crazy thing, especially for women when we are on our monthly cycles. That can change. You can gain 5 pounds in like overnight or in 2 days because you're, bloated, you're holding in and retaining water, retaining extra fluid, body fluid, all these different things. So the scale is not always your best indicator. So the one true way that you show if you're doing a plateau or to know if you're in a plateau is if you're not seeing change in 2 to 3 week period. Now what that means is you're not seeing a change in measurements. You're not seeing a change in your pictures. You're not seeing a change in the way your clothes fit. You're not seeing changes in your strength. Because remember, we may all be training for different things. So your goal may be to lose weight, but you're realizing that you're getting stronger. You're able to lift heavier weights. So you might be changing your body composition. And what that means is, for example, I right now weigh the same weight that I weighed a year and a half ago. However, if you look at my pictures, it's a very different picture from what I looked like a year and a half ago. Because I have changed the composition of my body. So I have more muscle, I have more lean body mass or lean muscle to me than fat. So I may weigh the same, but it's the way that you look that is what you should be going for. So weight is a crazy thing because it's not taking into consideration when you step on that scale how much muscle you have in comparison to how much body fat you have. So you may need to do body fat calipers if they do that at your gym, or if you're one of Gabe's clients, he can offer that to you at some point as well. The easiest way to do that is your measurements. Taking your tape measure that you get at the dollar store, or if you're a sewer, you'll have one of those tape measures. So you just measure and take notes for it. Now, I did it in my first year. I measured like every week, and it would get me really depressed when I didn't see, a big 1-inch drop. But I started doing it now every 2 weeks, and I'll still see that coming down. So that's one way I recommend it. The other thing to do is to take pictures. Now you can do this in tight fitted clothing. I think you guys have seen some of my progress pictures. I prefer to do them in a sports bra and underwear because I have my husband do it. I usually try not to post it all over the internet. It's more for my sake so I can actually track that. but it's what you're comfortable in. If you're comfortable in a bathing suit, do it in that. If you're comfortable in, really tight workout pants and a tight tank top, that's fine too, as long as it's something where you'll be able to see the change. You're still going to be able to see the change in a t-shirt and jeans as you go further along, but if you're looking for certain points that you want to keep track of, those are some better ways to do it, is to wear tighter clothes or less clothing, whatever you're more comfortable with. So those are kind of the fitness challenges that I've come across. Is one of my things is, why is there so many ways to do that? Well, it's because something worked for someone, and so they pitched it, and they've gotten away with doing it. CrossFit is something that has worked for some people to lose a lot of weight. I personally don't do it because I don't have the stamina to do that, and it's pretty hard on your joints, and it's kind of a scary thing that they do. So I don't like doing that. I prefer to lift weights because I'm also going for a different look too. So it depends what you want to look like as well. You want to be an athlete, or you want to look like a bodybuilder, you want to look like a bikini competitor, you just want to lose 20 pounds so you can fit into your jeans again. There's different ways to train for the different things that you want to accomplish. So there's different things that you like doing. When I first started, I did Insanity as my cardio, and I loved it. Now I don't have the time to focus on that, so I do shorter, different cardio sessions, and I focus all of my energy on weightlifting. So things change. You can do different things to also throw in the mix and do different types of cardio, do HIIT, do running one day, do the stairs one day, do the elliptical, so that things don't get boring. A lot of people get really bored and they don't want to stick to a program. So it's really what you're going to stick to is what's important. Let's see. There's other things out there. Trust me, I've heard of it all. Keto diets, which is a really low carb, low or no carb, high fat, high protein. Those can work for a season. I've done carb cycling before, where I adjust the amount of carbs that I have to get down to a certain weight. We do that usually right before competitions, type of things like that. The problem is that your body can't sustain that very long. And you'll have people who said that they've been doing a keto diet for years. That may be true, but on the inside, their bodies aren't going to be very healthy because you need carbohydrates to help make your body work. So carbohydrates are good. You can overdo them, though. That's why counting and measuring your macros are a very important thing, so that you can make sure you're not overdoing it in one area or the other. So those are some points that I can do. Pretty much you guys can always run things by us. Gabe has a lot of information on his website about different things that work, and he's going to be doing a vlog that I'm sure is going to have lots and lots of information about. So definitely watch that so that you guys can make sure that you understand everything, you're on track. And like I said, it sounds simple, right? Eat right, work out, and the weight will come off. It sounds too good to be true. But when you do it that way, it comes off and it stays off. I personally have done this for 3 years, and I haven't had an issue with gaining weight back because I haven't allowed myself to rebound, because we do it in a healthy way. So yes, like right after surgery or right after, we do a carb cycle, we'll eat up for a little bit to let my body relax. And so I'll eat, 1,900 calories. So it's not like your goal is not to eat 1,200 calories for the rest of your life. That's not healthy or enjoyable either. So there's different ways of doing it, and I've been one of those people that's scared to eat more, but in reality, it hasn't changed it's maybe changed my scale weight, but it hasn't changed the way I've looked. So those are things that are important to keep in mind, is the scale is evil, and keep measurements. Pound that in again. All right, guys. Well, hopefully that answered some questions, helped some people out. Definitely continue to ask for different things for vlogs, and we'll talk to you soon.